Hello, AS10. This week we are starting with our topic selection for our Titan Talks, which is our version of the TED Talk that we are going to be creating here for the end of the semester. So what you are going to do is you are going to start this week in selecting your topic. And in order to do this and make sure you have a good researchable topic, we have a brainstorming activity that you're going to be working through. So step one is you are going to look at some topics that we have kind of started for you to kind of give you some ideas. And I want you to look through those topics, look through the articles, and see if they can kind of get you pinpointed on a direction of where you want to go based on the things that you might be interested in. In step two, you are going to be looking at the databases to see if there is research connected to your topic, because you are going to be required to find at least 2 database articles for this particular topic. Step three, you are going to basically submit your topic for approval, and that is what we are looking for. So you can see the topic requirements on the right of this slide, and really what I want you to consider when you're looking at this slide is that the topic is interesting to you and that it involves a power dynamic. The rest of these are pretty normal expectations when you pick topics, but really the difference for a normal topic to this particular presentation, the difference between the two things is that this has to have a power dynamic. And really, as you kind of think about it, anything can have a power dynamic in it. What I want you to remember, though, is that this topic is relatable to people other than just yourself, and that it has some kind of significance within our greater world. And that doesn't mean it can't be a topic that really is a personal topic to you or that you have felt or been a part of. You just have to make sure that you can also show how others might also have a similar kind of situation or experience or power dynamic within their own life and circumstances. So what you're going to be doing is, with step one, you're going to go into the table of contents. So you're going to click this little bouncing arrow down here. And right here, you will see that there are a ton of different topics that we have. So find something that's interesting to you and click on it. So if I go to books and reading, because that's interesting to me, you can see that there are a ton of different questions they have here. And so these are questions that might get you kind of started thinking about topics in general. And then if you click on benefit to reading books you hate, then you can go through and, look at this article and think, okay, so what's going on here? And is there a power dynamic I can connect to this? Is there some kind of power in feeling that kind of adversity and overcoming, maybe reading something you don't like or pushing yourself through something that's difficult in that kind of topic. So read through there and see if you can name that. This is where your use of our supplemental sources is going to be really helpful, especially this society and social power article that I gave you at the beginning of the unit to look at, because that will help you kind of label the power dynamics and know ways to talk about power dynamics within this article. So click around here and you're going to find a couple of those. Up in the top right hand corner, you can get back to the table of contents, search around, find a couple of things. So what you're going to do is, once you've done that, you're going to go into, there's a link here, and there's also an assignment created for you in Schoology with this document. And what you're going to do is, step one is you're going to pick 2 of the topics that you had kind of talked about, and you're going to name it here. This is the power dynamic topic. This isn't the question from the articles. This is, power, like individual power in doing things you don't like. And then what you're going to do is just name it here. And I want to see that there is a power dynamic and a specific area of interest. Okay, so for example, I could say, what is the individual or personal power of doing things you don't like to do. Okay, so here you can say individual power is a term that I found in that blue packet. And so that's what I'm looking for here. And this is, I'm looking for really for you to have some kind of power dynamic from the blue packet. I can't type from. And then this is your research area right here. Okay, so this will be your research area. And this is the part that's kind of your own unique kind of way of looking about it. And so that is what I want you to consider as you're going through this particular brainstorming, that I want to see that power dynamic and your area of interest in this document. As we work through and work into your presentation, those things may not be listed as explicitly as they are in this document, but early on, I want to make sure that they are very specifically named on what it is you want to talk about. It will help you kind of figure out ways to talk about it later. Step 2, you are going to go into these different databases, and the usernames and passwords you can see are listed here. It's highlighted in green, and you're going to find out if you can find any additional information. Is the information current? Did you enjoy reading about this? And so this is where you're going to go back to this document and highlight yes or no for each of these. Okay. Now for step 3, after you've done that, and you do actually need to go into these and look at these, because for example, if I were the way that my topic is listed here, this things you don't like to do is probably too general. And so I probably will not have an answer here. So I might need to go back here and change this wording after I've gotten into the databases and done some exploring and make this a more specific kind of topic. And so that's one of the things I want you to be aware of, is it might take you a minute to find the right wording so you can actually find research in the databases. So you're going to go back through, and if your answer is yes to all 3 of the questions, okay, then you have a good topic. And what you can do then is just name your topic at the bottom. And so when you go into that document that I gave you, your topic is, you're going to take the refined specific topic here, and you're going to put it with the best words you can and the most specific words you can at this moment. You're going to put that there. You might still refine it as we go through research, and that's okay, but this is your starting point. So you're going to type it here at the bottom. What I'm asking you to do is a tiny bit redundant. I'm going to have you paste whatever you type here into the Schoology assignment. And the reason why I'm having you paste it into that Schoology assignment is you can see very specifically and easily if you need to go back through and fix your topic, or if I gave you feedback that you might want to address before you move forward. So you will see that you have 100% on your assignment. And if you do, that means that I have approved your topic. And I do want you to go back in and double check, no matter what your score is, to see if there's any comments there, because that might help you move forward and make your research easier. So once you get that score, double check the comments, and then we'll move on to the next phase, which is where we're starting to refine our research. So those are the things you need to do. It's all listed here. Everything you need is in this document and in our Schoology folder. If you get stuck or you need help, please don't hesitate to contact me by email or setting up an individual meeting, and we can chat real quick about your stuff, because most likely it will be a quick and easy conversation, and I can just help you pinpoint some things, which is what I want to do. I want to make sure you don't struggle with this. So let me know if you need anything.